Small Business Shoutouts are brought to you by Yankton Thrive, a service of 5-Star Communications. Business owners, if you're interested in being interviewed for our Small Business Shoutouts with Yankton Thrive, contact the folks at Yankton Thrive.
Hi, and welcome to another edition of Small Business Shoutout. This is Brittany with Yankton Thrive, and today we are visiting with Tim from Culver's. Welcome.
Thank you.
And we were just visiting a little bit before we started here about your history and longevity. So can you just share with me again, because you have an expansive history with the company?
Yeah, absolutely. I started when I was 15 years old. I've been with this business for about 23 years now. I started back in Mitchell, and I decided that, along the way that I wanted to go to school, and I went off to school, didn't really enjoy it as much as I wanted to, and I came back and I worked in Mitchell. We became part of this Final Four competition, which is one of the best in the nation. So when we did that, we finished that, and the owner comes up to me and he goes, "We need to talk. There's a restaurant in Yankton that we're trying to build, and we want you to run it. And if you like it enough, then you can own it." And so there's a lot of opportunity there. So it's been great.
And how long then have you been in the Yankton location?
10 years.
10 years.
10 years. We're actually, we started October 13th in 2014. So we're on 10 years this year.
Literally. Like this month.
Yes.
How exciting.
Yes.
And I would be foolish not to mention all of the fun October features you have. So let's talk a little bit about those.
Yeah, absolutely. Today, October 1st, we are actually starting the Curter Burger, which was an April Fool's Day joke at first, and it was mentioned out on their Facebook page, and they had a picture of it, and people said, "Well, hey, you should really actually make one of these." I said, "Okay, well, we can do that." And so the next year, we actually started the Curter Burger, and that is just basically it's a single Culver's Deluxe without American cheese, but it has a giant cheese curd patty on it instead of American cheese. Culver's also on October 15th is actually National Cheese Curd Day. That is actually started by Culver's as well. And this October 15th, we'll actually have hot honey cheese curds as well. Hot
honey cheese curds, cheese curd patties, say less.
Yeah, absolutely.
Take away the American cheese, give me the cheese curds any day of the week. So, and that is the month of October for the Curter Burger, and then only October 15th for the hot honeys?
As long as supplies last.
Okay. Yeah. And we were visiting earlier too about Culver's investing in their people, and then we also talked about how Yankton Culver's really invests in the community and our youth. Mm-hmm. Can you share a little bit more about that conversation?
Yeah, absolutely. Craig Culver has always said that it's always about the people, whether it be the people that are coming into your restaurant or your staff that you're working alongside with. And so what's really nice is, we have a very large group of youth that are working with us. And it's always great to see them there working amongst us. They're getting, life skills. They're learning about, responsibilities. And overall, they are some of the hardest working people I've ever worked with in my life.
Well, and I grew up in the restaurant world, and I think that working in the food and beverage industry, when you talk about life skills, how to talk to people, how to handle a disgruntled customer, how to have effective communication, how to ask for time off, right?
Absolutely.
So all of those skills are skills. And again, we were talking about how there's not many job opportunities for those 14, 15-year-olds. So thank you so much for investing in that community and that population, because it is not an easy task.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. No, it's great. I mean, it's a lot of the community that's benefited us, and we're really grateful to have such great people working for us.
Now, I wanted to spend a little bit of time talking about Culver's because, of course, you're known for a couple things specifically that I want you to talk about, but you also have a whole slew of other menu items. One of my favorites is the cranberry black and blue salad with honey mustard. I know it normally comes with raspberry vinaigrette, but I'm a honey mustard girl myself. But share a little bit about menu items that are maybe things that people don't traditionally think of.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've gone through a lot of changes throughout the years. We at one time, I think, had an identity crisis where we're like, hey, we are actually a burger and frozen custard, location. But I mean, we were originally a supper club. And so during that time, now we need more of a fast casual, type ability with us where, we're trying to feed people at, a very quick rate, and it's hard to do. So we've limited our items, but we still have, cranberry bacon blue. We have a beef pot roast sandwich is absolutely great. I think it's one of those diamonds in the rough where not a lot of people know about, but it's actually
sounds fantastic.
It's really good, and it's a healthy option as well. We've got steamed broccoli. We have grilled cheeses. We have just a little bit of everything for everybody. It's not just burgers.
Not that the burgers and fries and custard aren't a great option, but
Absolutely.
maybe for those who are looking for a healthier side option or maybe a more kid-friendly option as well. You have a little bit of everything. And then I also just wanted to highlight their fantastic patio space that we utilize every time we go. I don't know if it's because the little kids can run around or if it's because it's just a beautiful day, but another great addition to that location.
Absolutely. It's really great. It's a nice little area. Always looking to, utilize that space, and it's generally really nice out. So
beautiful. Now, anything else that you would like to share about Culver's, either the Yankton location, the organization as a whole?
No, I just, I think it's great. Just a great opportunity that we have to actually help and assist our community, do things throughout. We really like being able to support the whole community as a whole. Really thankful for what we do have here, and thankful for Yankton for what they do. Which
is kind of leading into my next question. You've kind of already answered that, but becoming a Thrive member is, of course, a choice that you've chosen to do with your organization. Can you speak a little bit about why you chose to become a Thrive member?
Yeah, I think it's all about connections that you have within your community. And I think that's what's great is, there's an option there where we can we have an area where we can go for, help if we need help on certain things, opportunities, or we can obviously reach out and find other programs that we might actually be able to assist with. So I think that's the nice thing about what Yankton Thrive is, because we really, as Culver's really wants us to do, we really want to be part of a community. And that's something that we shouldn't ever forget.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing that. My last question for you, Tim, how can Yankton community continue to support you and your small business?
That's a good question.
I mean, of course, beyond just stopping out, and enjoying a great burger.
Right. I think the big thing that the community can continue to do is to help support a lot of the things that we will support others with. Concretes for a Cause. We do a $1 FFA day. There's a lot of things that we help promote to the rest of the community, and those are things that, the community should be able to help give back to the rest of the community. It's not just us, I've always think of it as the guests that come through. It's not about the money for us. It's all about taking care of them, because what happens then is they're going to take care of other people.
Absolutely.
That's what's big.
Absolutely. When the community thrives, businesses thrive.
Absolutely.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. If you would like to learn more about Culver's or any of our small businesses, you can check out our website, yanktonsd.com.
Small Business Shoutouts are on the air every Tuesday at 10:30 and Thursday 2:30. Small Business Shoutouts, along with Yankton Thrive and 5 Star Communications, Classic Hits 106.3. Hits 106.